As always, like, even if there's like nobody watching, I really don't care. Uh, I realized that it's concerning everything that I spoke about, like, let's say, covenants and like family members doing witchcraft and cutting the family, like the ancestral karma, and yeah, the way I expressed it, like the way I said, I went straight up to like witchcraft. People are like, okay, this girl is crazy for real, because I didn't specify the how could I say? It just sounds surreal, but the truth is, it's narcissism, and the spirit behind it is the spirit of Jezebel. A lot of narcissistic mothers and their daughters. Me, I had like the fucking combo. Mine was a witch too, so it was even worse. Already, when you have somebody doing witchcraft on you, and like from outside your house, like that's not like around you all the time, that's one thing, because you can spot it. But whenever you live with somebody that has access to everything around you, that's another thing. Narcissism. This is what happens. Like literally the first sign to tell whether your mom is a narcissist or not, or nah, everyone's different anyways. But look at your relationship with your mother. If you're a man, she probably she's very picky with your girlfriends, or like she's just like very judgmental about them. You know how they make fun of you by saying you're mama's boy or stuff like that, but it's not your fault at all. It's just because they suffocate you. These types of moms suffocate their kids. They make them dependent on them. Moms and their daughters. Oh yeah, and it's always breaking relationships. Hi Chris. Just saw. They're always breaking their kids' relationships, because those moms, themselves, their mothers were narcissistic. They come from families where the dad was absent, or the parents were divorced, and that lacked a sense of comfort and safety. So what happens is that already their moms being like narcissists and having no safety from like either parent, they grow up so insecure, and a lot of that is due to witchcraft as well. Like in the that's why there's a, just look at the Kardashians, for example. Which one of these lovely ladies kept the husband? You know, and they always lose their stuff. Like they lose it. All the men lose it. It's because they feed off the energy, like, and they go for a very like nice man, like good-hearted man. They destroy them. If you're a guy and your mom is like very like doesn't really like allow you to like let's say for example doesn't give you autonomy, and like she doesn't really give you the chance to choose your own girlfriend. Like you feel like you always have to like go to your mom and get her approval all the time, and she's always in your business, and oh, no girlfriend is good enough for you, or oh, how's her cooking, how's her cleaning, how's this, how's that, and like she's gonna like come to your place and like just check everything around, and she's always gonna look for something to mention in order to make you feel like no one's gonna be good enough like my mother, and you're always gonna be comparing. So because that woman lacked affection and security, she's not gonna wanna let go of her child. When it comes to moms and daughters, the first signs are basically they're gonna make you feel guilty for even having you. They're gonna have some comments like, oh yeah, I wasn't even planning you. Oh yeah, I was supposed to get an abortion. Oh yeah, you weren't supposed to be here. Oh yeah, I wanted to go study this and that, and I want to do this and do that, but like you ruined it because I got pregnant and this and that and whatever. So they make you feel bad for their unaccomplishment. I don't know if it's a word, an accomplishment. But it's even things that they wanted to do, but yet they weren't gonna get the chance to do anyways, or it was just a dream that like they felt insecure enough to not chase it. They're gonna have you and blame it on you, like, oh no, I didn't go do that whenever that was my dream because I had you. So you're gonna grow up with that sense of like, oh my god, I owe this woman something, like I took off, like I ruined her life. Is that feeling of guilt that you weren't even supposed to be there. And it's subconscious, but like you're always gonna be like running around like trying to make up for it because you feel like you took someone's life away by doing that. That every time that your mom is like sad or feeling like a certain type of way, you feel like it's your fault. So people might call you a people pleaser. Always like there's one thing that's people pleaser, which is insecurity, and it's always like you're a good person and stuff, but like you just cannot sit on your ass until you make sure like you just continue running and running and running, like doing your best, and if you don't, or if you get rejected, you suffer from it. You literally suffer from it. You feel like you can't even get that right, you know. And then there's another thing that is being a good person. That is the very big difference. Before, I used to literally like feel like I shouldn't even be there because there's nothing I'm not doing anything, so why would I stand there? Like I'm just like taking space. I didn't change my habits of like asking like if everything is okay, this, that, whatever, but like if no, okay. And it's real, there's a difference between doing it out of care and doing it out of approval because you feel like you need a reason to be around. Then there's another thing. When it comes to one thing I realized a lot is that I'm always saying like, yeah, I know I'm crazy. You know why? Because it was impossible for me to prove to anybody the fact that I wasn't feeling well or something was wrong or this or that, because the narcissistic mothers do everything behind closed doors. Anything that they do outside is for show. So imagine one could be abused behind closed doors, could be neglected, could be freaking like malnourished or poisoned with nourished or this, like all kinds of things could be happening behind doors. But whenever it comes to keeping an image, they're gonna go out of their way to call all your friends, oh, is she with you, is she alright, this, that, like, and then like go to school like, oh, I'm worried about her grades, oh, I'm worried about this, about that, and like they're gonna show up to whatever just to prove that they're a good parent and that you're just retarded and like you just suck at sucking and you're not good at nothing, and like they're doing their best and putting their efforts whenever behind doors. It's bullshit. So whenever you try asking for help outside, nobody believes you because of the image they portrayed. Every time I tried saying to any of, like, just in general, like, yeah, like there's something off, or this happened or that happened, they'd be like, well, what are you talking about? Like, your mom is like so nice. This is like, they're like, you have such a like perfect, like, one starts to go freaking insane. And then there's the gaslighting. That's what narcissists do. They gaslight. They have you question your own sanity. You're gonna say one thing and do one thing, but you're at a point where you just don't even know whether your brain works properly. So you're gonna believe anything they tell you, like, oh no, you didn't say that. So you're gonna go like, oh yeah, okay, I didn't say that then. And then you remember saying it. So you're questioning your sanity. There is and it's so poisonous, you have no idea. Mother and daughter relationship. I really wanted to explain this like before, but I wasn't calm enough to understand that I just went for the witchcraft and I didn't explain any of like the psychological like aspects of it and the personality disorder and crazy bitches. Basically, this is how they maneuver. Let's say, for example, have an interview for a job or something. Just misplacing your keys or just misplacing your things around, okay? And you're like, where the fuck did I put it? And you're just running around and like, you know you're gonna be late, so you're missing like half of your eyeball is not done, and then like, I don't know, like you can't find another shoe or anything. And then putting them back in the same place. And you're like, okay, like I'm insane. And then your makeup is done and everything, and then they come and they hug you and they kiss you right in the freaking cheek with like red lipstick. People would be like, oh, she's so cute, she loves you, don't get mad, don't get mad. But imagine I just did my freaking face and have an entire red, like, you want to go to an interview like that? These are the ways they make it. And the thing is that sometimes they are not the, just because, oh, it's not about violence, like physical violence. That was another side of the that was another complete like another parent. The psychological and emotional abuse and questioning just even how to spell your parents' names until today. Literally, I don't know which one is their real freaking name. I'm not even joking. Just leaving so confused and feeling sick. Literally feeling sick. Being fed things that made you sick. That was the reason why I lost a lot of weight in high school. I had anorexia because I literally stopped eating because I was fed up and I didn't understand, and like everything that I ate made me like not feel well. You girls know, like kitchen witches, bitches. I don't know. There's and there were so like, now I remember like how many things that were just lying around, like all the things that you need to actually like cast spells and curses and this and that. Holy crap, I was sleeping with them as like next to me, and like I was actually decorating the vases, like thinking like, oh, I'm gonna make it cuter since it's here, you know, because it looked mean like some goblet, I don't know. It's just you just cannot believe the fact that it's just, And it's so hard to explain because if you didn't live it, you'd be like, that is impossible. Like a mom loves her child. You know what? Not every woman that pops something out of her is supposed to be a mother. They could give birth, but they cannot be a mom. They don't want to be a mom. They don't know how to be a mom. They just know how to shoot them out. That's all. They're, they, these women pay people to cast spells on them. You know why? Because sometimes, let's say for example, my mom was a seamstress and designer, then this and whatever, and me, I started sewing when I was 4, and I love, like, I just, no matter what was thrown at me, I'll be like, eh. Like, I'll make something out of it. And because I started so early, they would hide my things for me not to, because I used to be happy only like by making stuff, and I started drawing and this, and just because narcissistic women don't want their daughter to be better than them because they failed at whatever they wanted to do because their mothers treated them a certain way, they're gonna they're gonna do everything in their power for their daughter to fail, to not be better than them. But in front of everybody else, they're gonna show you off. They're gonna say how proud they are of you. They're gonna say a bunch of stuff. Behind doors, one is scared to even approach them. Like, it's that thing, like, you clearly know what I mean by, like, let's say, like, you're leaving a party with them, and then, like, you're in the car, and, like, you drop the last person off, and you're, like, in a good mood and everything. The second, like, the person closes the door, music is down, and it's just like, ugh, like, I told you not to do this, I told you not to do that, like, and it's just that, what the fuck just happened? Like, weren't we having fun? And then, like, you're scared to even walk inside your house following them. Like, it's literally an entire show. It's a freaking show they pull out of their ass to show that you're a fuck up and they're a good mother. What happens after? If, let's say for example, if I didn't realize what was going on, if I had kids, she would act like such a good grandmother to the grandchildren, just to show everybody else that she was a good mom and that I was crazy, that I made no sense for what I was trying to say. It's always about putting a show. And that is what makes a person go insane, because nobody believes them whenever they try to speak their truth. Or whenever, who are you gonna go ask for advice? Especially, oh, you go to the psychologist at school, yeah, oh, but I met your mom, she says, like, shut the fuck up, sorry for the F. But, like, do you imagine, like, even teachers, counselors, everybody's saying, like, oh no, I met your mom, she's good, she's this, like, oh, maybe you should, like, just sleep, maybe, so, like, they're gonna, it's insane to what point one is not heard at all, and it's just like, you just give up. But you know what, she did me, like, a huge favor by doing that and having me think that I was insane, because it actually, I thought I lost my mind, but I grew some balls, so a win-win situation. Anyways, so yeah, that's narcissism. Add some potions and poisoning and a bunch of other crap and death spells and this and that and blockages and better than a Big Mac trio, trust me. Okay, so I'm gonna stop it here because there's also a couple of things no, it's something that I got today, like it's concerning vaccines, and you know, like it's been like years I'm talking about the alteration of the DNA and everything, and I think I don't know, I'll have a I'll keep that for later. So anyways, I love you guys so much, you two people watching me. Thank you. Okay, bye. Hold on, bye. Hold on.